Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Richarlison, is very easy on the eye. Okay, he may not be as expressive as some of his more illustrious compatriots, but nonetheless effective. He could improve his decision-making. You can't dribble your way out of everything, and at times he'd be better off if he just got his head up a little earlier.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Insigne. And he's picked out the run. Richarlison! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Richarlison has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Crossed in early. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rowe. He's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
PSV with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good-looking ball. Anthony. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh, that's a key interception. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And the cross comes in. That has been knocked clear. Oh, good take in a good area. Bilbao, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And reclaimed it in a trice. Good ball, good take.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Marcos Alonso wins the duel this time. Great vision. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Rowe.
That has been slung wide.
Now, can they get him away? Nianzou. And it's Marcos Alonso. Now that looks a decent ball. Rowe receives it in a wide position. Fabio Silva distributed tidily. And he was quick to react. Rowe. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Insigne. He's being urged to shoot. Chance! Goal! PSV! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
PSV have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Now it's Fabio Silva. And no, that was never going to make it. That's really well cleared. Kusanov. And Gomez. Nicely spread. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Fabio Silva. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Garnacho. And he's intervened well there. Marcos Alonso. Anthony. And it's Marcos Alonso. Now it's Garnacho. Big chance! Deftly away. Rowe. And now the breakaway. Now it's Insigne. Now it's Richarlison. Rowe. He's tried one! Oh, that wasn't far away. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Insigne! Oh, it rattles the bar. Garnacho.
PSV have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Lorenzo Insigne. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so is the relief. The great escape.
And he thumps it clear. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And he's got the beating of his man. Gomez. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Garnacho hurtling down that right flank. Cross to the back post. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That is great defending, so alert. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Threads one in, now it's Fabio Silva.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chance here to counter. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And that was very necessary. And here's Insigne. Now, this could be a chance. It's a really well-measured ball. Now, it's Garnacho. He's shifting through the gears here. And he was alert to it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Anthony. He's picked his way through. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
He slings it in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Marcos Alonso.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Garnacho.
He can get that clear. Nicked it back promptly.
Tries to pass it through.
Danger averted for now. 5 minutes left on the clock. Can he get it through?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Cambio de jugadores.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Missed by a fraction. PSV clearly now in lead preservation mode. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 24, el dorsal 9 serán sustituidos por el dorsal.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Offside again.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
He's not got that quite right.
Jallo clears it away. And that has been knocked clear. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.